Welcome to the end of the world. Things actually seem to be slightly looking up or slowing down from here. Yesterday, we hit 4 million cases, a little bit above, and today we've only got around 50,000 to like 70,000 new cases, which is a little bit slower than we've been going. We've been going around 150,000 to 200,000 a day, so this is about, cut that in half, a little bit more. So it looks like infections might actually be slowing down, but we are opening things back up in the US, and that could potentially make infections speed up again. So I don't know why we're doing that, but right now things are starting to look a little bit better. Today's video is going to be talking about 3 of the things that I'm not hearing about in mainstream media other than when I dive into researching COVID-19. COVID strokes, COVID reactivation, and COVID military. So let's start with the strokes. People as young as 30 or even younger who are completely healthy and showing mild to no symptoms at all are still having strokes. Your immune system tries to fight it off, and through that it creates blood clots, and those blood clots go to your brain and can cause a severe stroke. People as young as 30 are dying from COVID, from these strokes, from their immune system trying to fight the virus off. You can look into that yourself. I've looked into it a lot. I'm going to stop looking into it. It really makes me start to panic. I'm kind of a hypochondriac. The more I look into that, the more it takes over my mind, and the more that I'm focused on it. The more that I'm focused on it, the more I stress. The more that you stress, the more likely you are to have underlying health problems like cancer or heart disease. So stressing creates the problems that I'm stressing about, so I have to stop looking into stuff so much. I have looked into this. I don't remember all the facts. Right now I've got a page of it opened up. I'm not going to read all of it. The point is, it is a thing. You can look into it if you want. I'm not going to look into the stroke part anymore. Number 2, COVID-19 reactivation. In China, there is a report saying 5 to 15% of the recovered patients with COVID-19 are having it reactivate. That does not mean that it's coming back with symptoms or it's coming back any type of lethal way. It's just showing up positive on tests again. People who have recovered from it, who show to no longer have it on tests, are now coming back up as positive when they are tested for the antibodies. They can have no symptoms, but the point is it's coming back up positive. So we're still figuring things out about this. It could come back years down the road. It could come back harder. It could come back mutated. We don't know. We're trying to figure it out still. So far, there's not many reports on it, but some places are showing that it is reactivating. That is not good, because in America we've got 1,359,000 people infected, 240,000 have recovered. So out of 1 million people who recover, go home and think they're good, it could reactivate with no symptoms. They could spread it to people who haven't had it yet. It could activate in them with symptoms, and the infection could keep spreading even though they have recovered. The reactivation is slightly worrying, pretty worrying actually, but we aren't too sure about how dangerous it is. It could just be reactivating in the sense that there is still the virus in you, but it won't affect you. Could be that the virus is in you and it comes in waves. And then lastly, it looks like they might have updated it, but yesterday when I was looking into it, the military said that they will not allow anyone who has ever experienced COVID-19, even those who have recovered, to enter the military permanently, which is kind of weird to me, almost like they know more about this reactivation, like they know something that they're not telling us. Because if it's not that big of a deal, like the country's trying to play it off, opening things back up, might not be true. I don't know why they would do that. The original memo circulated, so they've changed it. Now it is whoever has never had to be hospitalized will be allowed, but if you have been hospitalized with COVID-19, you are permanently banned from joining the military. As of today, that may change. That seems a little weird to me. People can get hospitalized for lots of reasons, and the military doesn't ban them. The military does ban like health problems, like if you're colorblind, you can't join like the Air Force, but a disease that people are comparing to a flu or a virus, not like something that permanently is supposed to affect you as far as they're telling us. Banning people for that from the military for life seems weird. Like, there's something they should be telling us about it. So those are the 3 things I wanted to cover in this. There's a couple more things that aren't being talked about as much. It's causing confusion, hallucinations. It's causing neurological problems. It's affecting your brain, heart, lungs, liver. It affects all of your body. If you haven't heard of COVID toes, That is coming from blood clots being formed in your toes or inflammation in the blood vessels of your feet from lack of oxygen or blood flow. It's an immune system response to fighting off the virus, and they haven't determined whether it comes as a beginning symptom of fighting it off. There are also some claims that say it is one of the very last symptoms that show that your body has fully fought the virus, and this is its last effort to push it out of the body. COVID toes, which is inflamed and red to purplish swollen toes. Dr. Fauci is currently under quarantine for coming into contact with people who have had COVID-19. Those were the 3 things we're covering today. Not a lot of new information on it until further notice. That's the news. Thanks for watching. Time to unplug.